It's Week 13 of the NFL.
And all eyes are on the Jaguars. Creative quarterback.
After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jags and the Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway on a Monday night. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
we're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership, off the charts.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They're only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago with a win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Burrow will throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Bengals at 9-2 to start play. Well, they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with it.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
2nd and 2. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk,
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. For the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. Looking to throw. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up that 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and it taken root.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Joe Burrow back out there for the next Bengal possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just have
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Antoine Woods. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Agnew now to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll run with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Once more, Etienne. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no way for them going forward. After
the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting to football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
And the Bengal first down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw to Ingram.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Bengals' 25-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That is the first time that...
The partner under the lights in prime time.
It's the NFL.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue. It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on the Jaguars, leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the...
Choose the team. Continue ahead to...